So in my last video, do you remember how I was talking about if you saw a trailhead that was completely packed, that it's probably a good idea to come up with a plan B, just due to overcrowding and not destroying the landscape that's around us? Well, as you could see, we got to the trailhead here, and it's definitely a bummer to travel 3 hours with the idea that you want to backpack somewhere, and then that many people beat you to the punch, which we knew it'd get busy, but we thought we were ahead of the crowd. But lucky for us, or smart for us, I guess, we always have a plan B, C, and D. And we knew with that many cars, everyone was going to one location because we watched them head towards that trailhead. And now we changed to plan B, and it's looking like we might not see very many people at all. So that's the hope. We haven't seen a single backpacker up here yet. And once we get to the lakes, guess we'll see if that's true. But moral of the story, always have at least a plan B, and please don't overcrowd locations and destroy the natural vegetation and environment, because these places take a long time to grow back. So just respect nature.
Welcome back to the Alpine Lakes Wilderness. This wilderness area is very vast and there's so much to see. The best part is even if one area does not work out, there's plenty of other sections really close by that you can go explore. And at this point in the season, we had no idea that the huckleberries were just ripe and ready for the picking. And we'll show you what they look like a little bit later on. But right now, at this point, we had a couple thousand feet of elevation left to climb before we got to our scrambles section. And we knew that there was a lot of route finding left for us to do.
So I don't know if you can see it behind me, but there is a fire out in the distance. I don't know why we always get caught near fires. This one won't have much impact on us, but let's see if I can zoom in. Let's see if you can see. It's hazy over there, and there is smoke billowing. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so we set up tent last night and beautiful weather, but the wind came in while we were sleeping, and it got so windy that it just caked our entire tent and everything inside, including our teeth and ears, full of sand and dust. It was a lot of fun. So we ended up moving our campsite to a little bit grassier section. We're still getting some dust, but it's not as bad, but it's really windy today, so it'll be interesting tonight. But let me go show you what the lake looks like. So here is the lake. You can probably also hear the wind. But it is absolutely beautiful out here. We had a couple other people that were camping here last night, and then everyone cleared out today, so right now we have it all to ourselves. I'm sure that'll change, but it's kind of nice right now. So next, we're gonna go explore around, see what else is around here, and probably eat a bunch of huckleberries. Found a nice little patch of wild huckleberries. So I'm just going to help myself to a few of them. And they're really great because they're rich in antioxidants. And so when you're exerting a lot of energy, it just helps to remove free radicals out of the system, helps with the inflammatory response, which will help with any soreness that you start to build up too. Just like if you do any other type of exercise. There's a beautiful lake down there as well. So we found this spot. It's actually really cool because of the waterfall and all the water flowing. Hopefully you can see the waterfall there in the background. But what I love about it is it's like a little hidden oasis with a hidden cave. And the cave is actually pretty good size. Like, I already looked, you could sleep down there if you had to, but it's super big. Now, if only the water was hot water instead of cold, it'd be like your own little hot spring. But it's this really cool little place that we found.
Throughout the rest of the day, the wind started to get stronger and stronger, and it got to the point where the wind gusts were so strong it was almost flattening our tent. So we decided to make the call and start heading on out so that we could get home and just kind of relax and get all of that dust and grit out of our teeth and ears. I don't know if you could hear that whistle in the background, but if you did, those are the whistling marmots, and they're actually really cool little creatures that you can see out in these areas, but sometimes they're really hard to find. Other times, they're all over the place, but in this case, all we could see was them from afar, and we could not get close enough for any photos.
Okay, we are on our way back down, and we are starting to notice more and more fall colors. I don't know if you can see any up there, but things are starting to turn colors.
That way.
And you can see more over there. And that is where we came from. And we got about 5 miles more, and then we are out of here. So until next time. I guess even though there are fall colors starting to pop, there's still actually quite a bit of wildflowers. And then there's Sarah, waiting on me impatiently. I better go catch up. I don't know if you can see it, but the lighting right now is absolutely amazing out in the distance. That is Mount Stewart. That obviously is Sarah. But Mount Stewart is sitting up way above all the other mountains around there.
The bummer was that because we were leaving early, we did miss out on a beautiful sunset. But other than that, it was a fantastic trip. We can't wait to get back outside for another backpacking trip.